All right, okay. Now we're gonna do a rolled collar with a convertible neckline, okay? So this is gonna be your second one. So that was another standing collar. Okay, on this one, where are my grid marks? Where am I putting my marks for my lengthwise and crosswise? How about this one? Lengthwise, I still am doing the 1 inch, right? Across center back. So I'll do the same thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the 1 inch here. Okay. So I'm doing this because it's a convertible neckline. I'm also going to put in that 1/2 inch because that's where I need to end up at center front. Okay, so this, I'm ready to do the rolled collar. Now this one, I'm gonna go ahead and clip for the neck, knowing that I'll have to change this a little bit, right? As I go up into the center front and get closer to that convertible neck, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna get that crease right here that I need. Okay, this is soutache braid, all right? And it's just a really fine braid, but it's bulky, so you can feel it. Okay, and anytime that we design on a dress form and we don't use the lines already there, then we put our own soutache line braid in so we can feel it through the line. So now I'm going to do a rolled collar. It's going to be a 1-piece convertible neck rolled collar. All right. So from here to the shoulder, I could just follow the neckline. I can bring it, or I can bring it down about 1/4 inch to cover that neck. So if I do that, then I'm going to bring that means I'm not following that line anymore. So I am going to use the soutache. Okay, and I'm going to bring it around so it just comes in over here, and then I'm going to bring it in to the shoulder seam, okay, because I want it to end, I want this to end at the shoulder. Okay, and the reason why I want it to end at the shoulder, the thing about when you do a rolled collar, the style line hits the body and then it's done. Okay, we've never seen collars that come up and go like this and then just kind of fold out, right? Once they hit the body, they're done. So now from the, so right here, I just got to follow this line. But right here, I have leeway now to make this collar. So I could just do a nice pointed collar like that. Let me do that. Okay. So this is showing me where this style line is going to be. Okay, so that's, I could just do that. Okay, or because when the collar comes up and down, I still have a little more leeway here. What about if I took soutache? I'll just take this other one. What if I wanted to make it a real, well, first of all, I can point towards the bust, the armhole, or center front. Like, remember when we did those rolled collars? So what if I want to do something really crazy like this? You know, what if I wanted like a really crazy 60-ish? What if I wanted to have a big rounded loop thing? Or if I wanted it to go like this or that, you know, so you could go crazy, right? So you use your soutache to do the style edge. So I'm just going to do this little basic one, okay? All right, so now let's go back and we'll put this back on now that I have my soutache on. Okay, so you'll want to use the soutache for the rolled, and depending on what you do for your design collar. Okay, so I'm going to actually I'm gonna bring that down a little bit here and then roll that up here like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring it around and I'm going to pin the neck where it goes. Okay, so again, we're doing that convertible neckline. And so I'm gonna bring this around to the front. I've already got my pin there, to where this meets up. Okay, all right, so there's that. So I've got that pretty good. And I've got enough clips in here that I think I could go in a little bit further here but where the neckline is, I gotta be careful you don't go into that neckline. Okay, now the next thing is I'm gonna roll it now. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now, if you'll notice, to try and roll this and work on a collar, that's really tough. So what I can do is as I roll it, I have my soutache so I can start clipping, but not go through where the soutache is. So right here, I'm gonna have this, go up right there. That's 1.5 inches. So then this comes down like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pin that so I know where it's gonna hit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna start slashing, because now I know I can feel that soutache. So I know don't go past that. Okay, so right here. All right, and so now I can, where's that? So I can feel that, and I can feel this. So I know where that has to stop, and I can feel this. Okay, and see how it's starting to lay now and look like a decent thing? Okay, so now I'm over here. Now where's my soutache? It's right here. So I can kind of go over here. So I'm gonna start by not going too close and just getting this where I can start to work with it, okay? So I still have, okay, there we go. And now I can go in a little bit further because I can see that this one isn't laying too good. That one is going okay. I think I'll go up through here. Okay, so does that looking better, isn't it? And this one, I can go up like that. Okay, how does that look? Make sure I'm good here. I might just do one. Okay, all right, see? Now it's, as I bang it with my scissors. Okay, so now it's looking better. So now I can go ahead and I can feel where that soutache is. So I don't really have to pin it. I'm just gonna kind of put that down a little bit. And see right here, I can go in a little bit further. But like I said, be careful. There. Okay, so now I'm ready to mark. Okay, yes?
I had a question on the back. So you rolled it down 1.5 inches on the back of the neck?
Yeah, I went up 1.5 inches and went down.
Is 1.5 inches just like the standard, or can you do
Well, more 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, pretty much. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start marking where that soutache is. Okay, but I'm marking the style edge, okay, because I have a neck edge and a style edge, okay? So let's mark that. And where's my soutache? Okay, right there. Okay, now I'm out here. I'm gonna take this out because I want it to lay nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm just gonna, where's this? Here. So you can see the soutache is what you're going to be following. Okay, now this is a straight line here. So I could just take my ruler and do a straight line. Because I know if it's going to be a straight line, you can just, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I need to go back over here. Okay, there we go. Now before I take this off, I've got to lift this up and mark the neckline, right? Because I didn't, I strayed. I did not use a straight line on the neckline. So that is going to be like here. Okay, where's my center? Yeah, I got that. And then back here, it just follows like that. Okay, because remember I went down a little ways on that. All right, okay. I'm gonna put that, I don't really have to. Okay, so I marked everything. Wait, did I mark the shoulder? I've got to mark that shoulder. So I'm gonna put a definite mark there. Okay, so I've got that done. Now let's take it off and true it up. And then I'm finished. And then I'll talk to you guys a little bit about doing a design one, okay? So leave your soutache on. When you finish your drape, then you're going to cut it and put it back on the dress form. We grade them on the dress form, okay? If you happen, because you're doing 3 collars, you're doing a standing, then you're doing the one I just did, and with the, it's a one-piece rolled collar with a convertible neckline, and then you're gonna do a design one. So if you end up wanting to leave this and do this side, you can always drape on the other side, okay? Or you can leave 2 rows of soutache, and we can see which one it follows. But if you drape the other side, remember all those lines I did for this side would be off. Okay, how about if I do this on the table? Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, interesting, very interesting. Okay, so see how it comes over like this? So you have to decide, you know, which, and it kind of does a little curve here. So I think I'm gonna true that up, okay? So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it this way because I can see through this. So I'm gonna, this one should be, boy, it really, when I followed that, maybe I didn't do a straight line. Maybe I designed a not so straight, but the soutache is straight. So in order to line this up there, it kind of is gonna look more like that. Okay, so that's kind of truing it up there. So if I didn't want to do those, I could have just done this one and this one. Okay, here's my neck, and then here's the other style line. And I think what happened is I didn't get a good transition from here to here when I pinned it down. So when I do this part, I'm gonna kind of go in between. So I'm gonna follow the neck here, and then I'm gonna kind of go more in between there like that, so that it kind of goes like that. All right, and then the neck here, and then this should be straight. Okay, all right, and oops. And then because I kind of transferred my lines to this other side where I could see it better, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this here. Okay, so now, okay, I'm just gonna do mine quick, but you guys will measure, oh, I got these pins. You guys will measure yours out. Okay, so I'm just gonna, okay, and then this is my style line here. So I'm just gonna do my 1/4 inch. Okay, and then this, did I do it the wrong way?
Yes.
I think I did, yes. Okay, well, I'm gonna make all mine 1/4 inch. All right, so this one should have been the inch one. I'm just gonna do these 1/4 inch so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Okay. So now we're gonna put this on. Yeah, so that's the neck. So see, I cut off the neck. So don't cut off the neck. You guys can take your time more. That's will be what will help. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go up to here, and then this comes down. Let me go ahead and put the neck on. Okay, I think I need to, I don't know if, okay, so I don't think I got this too good on the neck. What I recommend is that you go ahead and put your neck in before you do the style. See if that helps, because this went a little bit beyond. Okay, and then this will come down over top, and then it will follow here. Okay, there you go. And it's a little bit short. Oh, it's because this, I moved it over too far. Okay, anyway, there you have it. So there's your collar, all right? See how, and it follows, it's a little bit in further here, and I think it's just because I haven't got it pinned very good here. But there, that's better. Okay, all right, there you have it. Okay, so that's your one-piece rolled collar with the convertible neckline. Okay, so what about your design one? You've learned how to do a regular neck, just following the neckline, which gives it, like, see, this one hugs the neck more. The other one doesn't. You've learned that you can do different styles of collar on the out. If you want to do the rolled, you could do a standing collar. There's not much you can do with that. So I would practice the rolled and do another one and maybe just do a different neckline. Like do a basic one and then do something else if you want to do it. All right, does that give you some ideas? Okay, there you have it.